The war against the deep state is officially on. The Justice Department has received criminal referrals from the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, related to the Obama administration's Russia collusion hoax. This is after Gabbard made good on her promise to hold these nefarious actors accountable. After Gabbard declassified documents last week implicating Obama, his intel chiefs, and other high-ranking administration officials in manufacturing intelligence to undermine President Trump upon his 2016 election. Gabbard's bombshell finding, President Obama and his national security cabinet members manufactured and politicized intelligence to lay the groundwork for what was essentially a year-long plot against President Trump, according to a bombshell report based on documents and emails sent by a whistleblower. Now, Gabbard says more people are willing to come forward about the deep state corruption under Obama. Gabbard saying, "We have whistleblowers coming forward now after we release these documents because there are people who were around, who were working within the intelligence community, who were so disgusted by what happened. We're starting to see some of them come out of the woodwork here because they too, like you and I and the American people, want to see justice delivered." Earlier this month, the Trump administration announced they were investigating former FBI Director Jim Comey and former CIA Chief John Brennan for their role in the Russia collusion hoax. Clearly, it has the deep state worried.
I really am very worried that what we're seeing now in this chapter of American history is a sad deterioration of, I think, the respect for the rule of law and for our system of government. And if a president of the United States is willing to weaponize intelligence and justice and, law enforcement investigators, and the people who head up these departments and agencies are willing to bow to it, we really are in deep, deep trouble.
Perhaps Brennan and his deep state crew should have considered that before weaponizing the intel apparatus against Donald Trump. We're here with tonight's squad, and let's jump right in. Matthew Foldy, I want to ask about the novelty of this specific document dump, because we already had with the Durham report where Durham was very clear that the Steele dossier, which was based on Russian disinformation, was used as the basis for all these fake FISA warrants. Hillary Clinton had cooked up the plan in July 26, 2016, preemptively looking to blame the Russians. But why is this such a bombshell? How does this implicate Obama directly?
So it doesn't necessarily implicate Obama directly in shenanigans or whatever, but what it does implicate Obama directly in, according to the whistleblower, is the change in the IC's conclusion about what Russia did or did not do or tried to do or was able to do in the 2016 election. On December 7th, up until December 7th, 2016, obviously this is after Trump won the 2016 election, the IC's conclusion under Obama was Russia tried, they wanted to, but they didn't materially impact, they certainly didn't influence the outcome of the election. Then there is a directive, according to the emails sent by this whistleblower, that said from the president, and that article, great article, I wonder who wrote it, saying that the president wants all of the pertinent information about Moscow's attempts to interfere in the 2016 election. And then starting on December 9th, that's where you see Obama's IC, which is all out the door, getting ready to get CNN contracts, MSNBC contributorships. That's when they start changing their tune to say, oh, well, maybe Russia was able to hack the election. Maybe Russia was far more implicated than we could. And I think this is just an inability to come to grips with what happened in the 2016 election. So that's, I think, why this Tulsi Gabbard story not only has legs. I mean, this came out Friday afternoon. We're talking about it today. She's saying that there's more to come. I think there's got to be more to come. And one thing I would note on John, and since Chris Plant isn't here, I'll call him Penitentiary Face in his honor. A different John Bachman and I were talking this morning for fun, as we talk about DNI declassifications for fun. I don't understand how MSNBC didn't ask John Brennan about that, because I would love, and there's a lot of questions between what happened on December 7th to December 9th, 2016. How can they have him on TV? I'm sure MSNBC gives this report from Gabbard no credence, but how can they have him on and not say, hey, you were literally in the room, or is this document wrong? You were in the room, John Brennan. What happened in those 48 hours that leads the IC to go on such a heel turn?
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.